Hey, what's up? This is Phil Ebner, and today I have another cool lower third that I want to teach you. It's called Clean and Simple. As always, check out videoschoolonline.com for free tips, tricks, and tutorials, and to get 50% off on all my other courses just by signing up for my mailing list. So, Clean and Simple, this is another great lower third that you can use for all sorts of things because it's not too stylized, but it's still nice and professional. So check it out right here. So a bar flies in, up pops a little bit of information, and then some more information below. So you could of course have this be someone's name, like a lower third, or just have information about your business or your film or whatever you want added to your video. The background is the back of my girlfriend's head, my lovely girlfriend Isabel. When we were in South America traveling, she was looking out one of our hotel windows. So let's make this cool little effect. So first things first, as always, start a new composition. We'll title this Clean and Simple 2. And then first thing we want to do is create this bar right here, this aqua bar, and of course you can make it any color that you want. So I'm going to go ahead, I'll make it a yellow. So make a solid, make it yellow, then go to this rectangle tool and create a mask, a thin yellow line. Alright, about there. I'm going to change this transparency mode so we can see it a little bit better. I'm going to duplicate this layer and actually decrease this mask so that I can create a new mask. So I'm still on the rectangle tool, and I just want to create a little bit of a rectangle like so, where I can have some more information, and then I'm going to actually move it down so that it meets up with the bottom layer. Let's go back to the Clean Simple. So that's looking pretty good. I might want to increase the size of this mask down here, the bar. So I'm going to double click the end of it with my pointer tool and just increase the size like so. Okay, I can zoom out. Then we need one more shape, which is a kind of faded out low opacity black solid. So go ahead and layer a new solid. I'm going to make it black. And then from here I'm going to actually put this underneath both of these layers so I can see where I'm going. Select the rectangle tool and then just create a black solid along this bar. And make sure that it's lining up perfectly. So you might have to, move it around with the arrow keys just so that it lines up perfectly. That looks good. And then I actually want to make it about the same width as this top bar. So I'm just going to double click and increase the size a bit. I'm going to lower the opacity to 75. That's looking pretty good so far. Then I want to add my text down here. So here is where you put stuff. So whatever you want. I'm going to make that condensed black. I like that for this style. And then I'm going to duplicate that because I want to move that up here. And then maybe I'll put website. So you put your website title up here. And I'm going to change that to be black. And I'll also make it more of a bold italic. Just put it right about there so the spacing looks nice. Alright, so now we have our basic setup, and we have to then we have to add the motion that we did for this first one. So basically the line flies in, then the top section pops up, and then the bottom section falls down, and then the text flies in. So not too hard. First thing first, I'm going to pre-compose this website with the bar behind it. So I'm going to move those together, select both, and right click and select pre-compose. I'll do website banner, call it website banner. It takes me to the new composition, but I'm going to just go back to the first original Clean and Simple 2 composition. So then I want to add this motion to this yellow bar, so I'm going to rename this to be yellow bar so I know exactly what it is. So around 1 second I'm going to set a position keyframe, so press P to bring up position, set it there by clicking the stopwatch, go about 5 frames back, so 7 or 8 frames back, and then make sure you just have this yellow bar selected, and then I'm just pressing shift and the left arrow key to move it over until it's completely off the screen, like so. I'm going to add some motion blur by selecting this motion blur option right here. Make sure this one is also enabled up here so that it actually will render it with motion blur. So this thing flies in like so, and then the website pops up. Alright, so we want to make the website bar pop up right as soon as this flies in. So at this last keyframe, I'm going to select this website banner. I'm actually going to move this text below the yellow bar so it's right next to the black solid. Alright, so go back to my website banner. I'm going to set a position keyframe. Then I'm going to create a mask transition. So select the rectangle tool and then create a mask around this guy like so. The bottom should match up with the bottom of the bar itself like this. Press M to bring up the mask path, set a keyframe there. Press U a couple times to bring up all the keyframes for this layer. Select both keyframes, move them ahead a little bit, and then go ahead and move this whole composition down so that it's below this bar. Then select mask path, click on it, and then click the up, press the up arrow key, and while holding shift to bring the mask path up so that it creates a nice mask transition. Maybe even increase or decrease the size so it's a little bit faster. Maybe and I'll add the motion blur to this one as well. So that's awesome so far. And as soon as that one's done, I want to do the same thing with this bottom black. So go ahead and press P to bring up the position. So the position, create a mask around it with the rectangle tool. Looks like actually it already has a mask. So what we can do here is actually, instead of doing the same thing as we did for the website banner, just press the mask path, set a keyframe, move it ahead a little bit, a few frames, and then double click the edge of this mask, and then basically just move the bottom half up until it disappears underneath this banner, and make sure that it's gone when the banner's not there as well. So now we have this bar coming down, and the last thing is I want this text right here to fly in. So I want to press P to bring up the position, move that ahead a little bit, move this text off to the side by pressing shift and dragging away, add motion blur to all these layers, and then I'm going to render it out. So that is pretty cool stuff right there. It's a pretty neat little lower third, something that you can use to add a little bit of style to your videos. Nice and clean. You can change up the colors easily by just selecting both the yellow bar and the bar within this pre-composition and going to layer solid settings and changing the color to whatever you want. actually it would probably be easier to go into this one and change the color of this one first, and then then you can eyedrop this color into onto the next bar, or you can have multiple colors like that. But then I would be able to eyedrop this color so that it has the same exact color, like so. So it's super easy to customize and change, and it's a really cool lower third. So I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you're using in my lower thirds to spice up your videos. And until next time, have a great day, and I'll see you then. Bye.